I'm concerned about the sea turtles. I'm concerned about, again, the turtles.
Manatees, dolphins, sea turtles, and beaches.
How people are treating the ecosystem.
And the sea turtles, again, how people are throwing, like maybe when you get like a pack of Gatorade, you see those like the plastic, people are throwing that in the water.
Also how many people think that, oh yay, we have recycling, but let's just use the garbage anyway.
Beaches, the pollution in general, and endangered species like manatees and sea turtles. A lot of animals who once lived in beaches have now gone extinct. And if we keep on destroying these beaches, we will eventually suffer the full effect because we will have no food to eat because maybe we have to eat fish to survive. And people throw a lot of garbage out, about a ton each day, and that's about the weight of a car, and that's a lot of garbage. And that's just in America. 12% of all sea animals that have died because of trash consumption and because they choked, maybe because they swam into garbage. And another 12% died in oil spills. About the manatees, and we were talking about reasons why they die and why they're becoming extinct. They die mostly because the propellers of boats will mutilate them and it's really hard to cure them back to health after they've been hit by the propeller. And another reason is because they're getting caught into nets and that causes them to suffocate and die. And another reason is because of the red tide, and it's a tide that's caused by the bloom of red algae, and that is a natural form of algae, but the pollutants in the water kill off other forms of algae, which lets the red algae take over. It paralyzes the manatees and other marine animals. Last year, over 350 manatees died because of the red algae, well, the red tide.
That turtles are endangered species, which everyone knows. And if something is floating on the surface, anything basically that is floating on the surface, to them means food. And so they're eating it. It's very bad for them, and it eventually kills them. Plastic and plastic bags take millions of years to finally wear away. Light pollution is also a big problem because baby turtles, they barely have sight when they're born, and they only see a faint glow of the moon and they follow to that glow. But when there's other glows behind them or elsewhere, they think that's the moon. They don't have the eyesight that they need to know where to go, so they follow there, get run over by cars or other animals or eat them. It's very disappointing. Motorboats and other water sports are just destroying them. They're severing off flippers of them or cracking their shell, and poachers are capturing the turtles and killing them for their skin, shell, and other things on them that are considered valuable, which is causing a huge decrease in their population. And we're just trying to do whatever we can to stop each one of those things.
the beach, what we think is gonna look like if we keep on littering. Like we wrote trash, trash, or we put like signs that says the beach, question mark. And then up here it says
Plastic bags, the effect of pollution.
And the clouds are
Cigarettes.
all brown, implying that they're kind of smoggy, dirty.
the water is like
Secret.
brown. I can't
Brownish
even
black.
make sure if it's like even water.
It's like wine bottles, cigarettes, all that kind of stuff.
Remember when the water was blue?
Our slogan is manatees depend on humanity. And the reason we say that is because we are the ones responsible for killing them with boats and trash. And so that's why we have the slogan. And they depend on us because we are the people who have the potential to clean up their environment. So they can depend on us to help them clean their home, you know?
Yeah.
But
We already messed up.
A turtle with a Coke can in its neck. We also drew many different ways to say save the turtles in different languages.
The turtle has a teardrop because and it's saying why are they doing this to the turtle, and so there's like plastic bags that the turtle's gonna eat, and that's all the pollution that people are putting on these turtles.
I was mostly caring about the beaches because people like love to go to the beach and like the animals there are like we don't notice that we're hurting those animals, just throwing away stuff, maybe because like we're I don't know, I was guessing we're lazy.
Turtles and all animals, like especially manatees and turtles, they're part of a food chain, and it can break all of it. So, and then other animals die, and they keep getting extinct, and it's like our fault.
You want to like go out on the boat on weekends and stuff like that to enjoy the wildlife and swim in the water. But what you're also not noticing is that you're hurting many animals like sea turtles and manatees, and you're cutting them. And if you were them, you wouldn't like it very much at all.
Manatees usually have never done anything to us, and they're just usually roaming around, just minding their own business, eating their food, breathing their air, or their water. And then usually drunken boaters don't even care what they're doing. They're like, "Yay, let's just run over this poor defenseless creature," and it's just like not right.
Like one day we're gonna be sorry because we like made these animals extinct, or we killed these animals, because one day we're gonna need them.
Beaches are very important, and it's like our second home, our outside home.
for me, it wouldn't be right to destroy a place that you deeply care about. Because if you love to go to the beach, why would you want to destroy it? And slowly by slowly, without us knowing and having an idea, we're slowly destroying our home. And then later on, our home will be gone.
The thing is that it would be even worse because I'd know that I could have done something and that it was technically me and everybody else as like humans. So I wouldn't want the beaches to turn out like that because of our cause.
If you think about it, I mean, we love the beach and we love to do things there, but it's not just ours. It's all of ours. The turtles, the manatees, and I think it's just as important to them and as fun to them as it is for us. But I think we could make it a whole lot better for them if we just stop being so careless and being so selfish, just because we are too lazy to walk to the nearest recycling bin or the nearest trash can.
I love all of these animals, and people don't realize that when they're hurting these animals, when they're taking the ocean for granted, like a huge trash can, they don't realize that later they're going to get a taste of their own medicine. I just feel like if we stop now, we can make the ecosystem, our lives, a lot better.
30 years from now on, if there was like no sand in the beach, it would be like clear cement, the air would be polluted, you wouldn't go to the beach. It would just be awful.
The water would be
so unhealthy that you couldn't even swim in it, and the beaches would be so dirty that you can't even visit it.
I just think that people are always like, oh, my little kids, how was your day at school? But then they're like caring for them. But if they're really caring for them, then why are you going out and just throwing away your trash on the street?
It's going to be a nice day, but you're going to be tortured because you're going to be able to locked in your house, and it's going to be a beautiful day and everything, and you won't be able to go outside. And also, all the animals are going to be gone, so there's really going to be no purpose. You won't be able to enjoy life as much as you would be, and you're just going to be locked in your house with no purpose, sitting there looking at the window, seeing the sun, but not being able to go outside.
In the future, if we wouldn't stop being careless and throwing away, what I see is no ocean to swim in, trash not even overflowing in the beaches, but already getting out more, and the air being hard to breathe.
It would be like full of gas and oil, like the oil spills, and the animals there'd be really little animals, and animals would be endangered, and also with the food chain would be broken, would be different and be odd, and then we can't just go outside breathing the fresh air. We just need to wear masks.
Life won't be as good because people won't be able to frolic in fields of grass and greenery. People will be able to frolic in fields of, tar and smog and pollution and darkness. And then everyone will realize, oh wait, we probably shouldn't have done this.
Nowadays, I would tell my dad, Dad, let's go to the beach, or let's go snorkeling or something like that. My kids wouldn't be able to say that. They would have to, I don't know. I don't even know what they would do. It's like, just stay home.
When you walk out onto the beach, will you be stepping on shards of glass and broken wine bottles and beer bottles that people throw outside? I want to be able to say to people, and I hope there's not a last time that I say to someone, let's go outside and play. It's a beautiful day.
Let earth be earth now and forever. Take a step forward, jump the hurdles, and save the turtles. If we save the manatees, we will change humanity.
There used to be a lot of turtles that go through a lot of hurdles. Our world without pollution is a really big illusion. We treat the beach like our garbage can, but why do we do that, man? Why are we so lazy? Are we really that crazy? Turtles and manatees are victims of pollution. This problem needs a really big solution.
Our feet dip into the crystalline ocean water while the sun glistens upon the sea. Then all of that clear blue vortex swirls into the future. The liquid drains from the paradise of today. The slaughter washes away all signs of a fight, humanity turning inhumane. Now, 20 years later, we walk upon the shards of glass that used to be sand. We sink into the quicksand that used to be our vacation from reality, and the truth sinks in.